these 2 lanes and top lane for Team Disillusion shouldn't go as well, but yeah, 2 lanes, they already have them secured just by looking at the matchups.
And the Razor, L'Enfer c'est leur toi. I don't know. I butchered that. That's not even close. I listened to it like 30 times on the Google Translate speaker before this, and I botched that horribly.
Yeah, let me listen to it one more time.
Yeah, go for it. We're listening. And then repeat that.
Zutra. Okay, that's
this is oh gosh. Looks like we got a fight on our hands, so they are going to try and go forward with that onslaught, but the flame break taking level 1, and that'll push them back, so no first blood to be had.
The battle begins.
Life is always nice when you don't have to give up that first blood, and it ends up being 3 runes to 1. The Holy Grail, not getting everything they would have wanted out of that. By the way, DQQ, I don't know if you remember him by the name Drink back a little while ago.
Yeah, he played Brewmaster back in the days. That's why he renamed himself to Drink. Oh, SJ.
Is he going to be okay? Let's see. Chase down
Blood
here.
Grenade also available. He's done so.
Oh, can he get around him? Fairy Fire. Is he done with the onslaught he is? Okay. All right. I wanted to give him some hope. But that just isn't happening when 3 heroes are running your way, even under the tier 1 tower. That's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, this Holy Grail team is like a weird mixture of, I would say, Div 2 players that never found a home.
This seems to be the story of a lot of players from China, especially in Div 2, where they've like Magma, LBZS members, where some of them looked really good, but as a team, it never really worked out. I'm talking about, you know, making it, going to the majors, competing with the best, not just being in Division 1, then getting dropped down to Division 2, then again, keep repeating that, because pretty similar to some of these teams, you're like somewhere in between. You're not good enough to compete with tier 1 teams, but you're also better than all of the tier 2 teams.
Which, to me, is crazy because you think about the landscape of Chinese division or the Chinese region now, and I would say if you had teams like Magma now, they'd have a way better chance of making the major.
Oh, for sure, because like competition in China in the last year, yeah, it's definitely watered down. So looking at the lanes, 13, 14 and 3 on this, and bottom lane, they're making a move.
Yeah, they want to go in. They've got the cogs around on Dolme. And the battery assault, the right clicks. Will they have enough? Not looking likely. Now a little bit of a turnaround from DQQ. But he's going to use that Firefly just to burn some creeps and retreat back to Dolme. Dolme, he's always had the same letters. It used to be Dolem.
Yeah, when I was doing some research, I'm like, did I mess it up on Wikipedia? And then I check his alter nicknames, and it's Dolem. Man, he's very creative.
I'm going from B-Cop to K-Bop. That's the next change. Painted.
I mean, people already troll with my name being lactose, so can't really blame Dolem, aka Dolme, aka another nickname.
Guevara was, I think, his other nickname. Yeah, it's always interesting to see the little bit of changes. Like, why go from Drink to DQQ? I always wonder what makes you want to switch it up just a little bit. Or what makes you want to go to L'Enfer c'est le trait. I'm so bad. I took 8 years of French, mind you, in high school. Was never listening, apparently.
Yeah. This has been said by Jean-Paul Sartre, the French philosopher, by the way. It means hell is other people.
This guy went to college.
This guy is really smart. No, this guy knows how to Google. And yeah, looking at the lanes so far, things are going well. Like the one that we expected to do well. The one that surprises me the most is Lycan having 18 and 10. and Razor's only sitting at 12. I think they tried to battle it out a couple of times, but didn't manage to get any of the kills.
Yeah, which is weird because he also saw Lycan kind of standing still in the lane and wasn't playing aggressive. So where did all that CS go that you just kind of didn't get?
I also think the first blood that they made gave Lycan first free farm lane, because he can, even if he gets damage drained, he can still last hit with 2 wolves.
And deny with them, apparently. He's got 11 denies.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting at 69 plus 6 damage with 2 points in Feral Impulse.
Always nice. But still leaning just a touch to Team Disillusion. Every time I say the name Team Disillusion, I feel like, you know that YouTuber, the like Professor Disillusioned or whatever? I think it's him. He's the guy who like proves videos to be fake and tells you why. It's really cool. He's a very cool YouTuber, if I'm getting the name right. That's who I always think of. On to better things. Dota on our screen. All right. SJ. He's got a blood grenade. He's looking to get himself a pair of boots as Aaron is in the vicinity and crossing over towards mid for a second. But bottom lane's still duking it out. 28 and 13 now for this Lycan.
It's a lot of XP denied. Razor's only level 3. Lycan level 4.5. Blood grenade mid lane.
Uh-oh. Does SJ have him? No, not with Aaron there.
Okay, he knew that Wisp was coming.
Yeah, not going to be able to grab the kill, unfortunately. But they're even looking to maybe play aggressive here. Slight comes in, Arcane Curse.
Another blood grenade.
And last word with this Clockwork coming in, as well as the Bat Riders. So it's just a party in the mid lane, which is something we used to see at the 6-minute mark a lot. Especially in like SEA when we were covering it.
Yeah, unfortunately for Holy Grail, Gun did not have level 6. He was 1 CS short of it. And looking at Primal Beast stop, creep skipping, because he's off to a good start. He got that first blood, sitting on top of CS at the moment. Going into drums next, phase boots, drums, double bracer. So he might pick up, you know, after finishing off drums.
Bottom.
Okay, Dolme will die this time around. That was the first rotation coming out from Leshrac. Exactly what they need to do. Like, they feel like they needed to fix this because Dolme, he has a lot of net worth. Like, I mean, in terms of net worth, he doesn't have much because I just switched to it, but he had a lot of CS, especially after this death. He's the lowest net worth core.
Which is crazy to think with how Razor's his CS has been going, but he picks himself, makes a stack here as he's going to be trying to farm as efficiently as possible and has that early Falcon Blade with the boots of speed. And they're going to go over to try and find this Life Stealer, and they've got the Pulverize ready to go. The damage is there, the rage is not enough. So Summer ends up dead, and hey, they could put pressure on this tier 1 tower, potentially even just take it for free afterwards, but they're going to have to wait for this glyph to make that decision.
Yeah, Pulverize. I mean, this...
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
It's got that party hat on, a new feature for the 10th anniversary.
Oh man, those sets are so amazing. I'm not big on sets. When I open it up, I'm like, let's see what it's gonna be. And then I'm like, okay, wow, down the memory lane, because some of this stuff has been like in the game for a really long time. Like Alpine Ursa set, now finally you can get it, different version.
It now.
Yeah, you can actually get it without having to invest. All you have to do is win games.
Oh.
Lol. Yeah, so that's gonna be the difficult part.
10 of them, especially. There are months where I don't win 10 games. It's a rough life sometimes. You just hit that streak of losses. But hopefully that doesn't happen again. Where I don't know if you remember the 28 loss streak I had in ranked. That was not fun.
Then we started coaching you, and it got better.
A little bit. I've been getting better. I think things are going okay. What's going okay now for Holy Grail is this push and pressure onto the bottom tier 1.
They grouped up. They feel like they need to bring numbers, but seems like Team Disillusion will just get the farm on the other side of the map right now. They're finding the triangle. They already killed the top tower.
That's a good tower take here. You know, they're not complacent with the pressure that Team Disillusion's putting through onto them, right?
Yeah. And also Aaron, he does have relocate available plus mech, which is on cooldown, but still they feel super strong right now.
Around and Dolme coming in. Look at the damage onto this Leshrac. Onslaught, no, doesn't go to the low ground, just pulverizes onto the Batrider. The Slight gets the kill on Aaron. They'll look over at Aonid and try to chase him through the tower, at least for a second, but...
When I said they feel strong, I thought Primal Beast is going to be there in the middle of the fight with the trample, 4 points in trample, onslaught, to provide a little bit more sustain for Leshrac. Maybe mech comes off cooldown, then they pop it. So that would be the sustain that they needed. But yeah, this is something we talked about, like the execution. Aonid, he's going in and gets it.
Yeah.
SJ
goes down. Dolme looking like he's going to be next. No way for him to get out if they're going to continue to chase, and they will. There's not much stopping them at the moment. Now the Searing Chains after the Slight. They land the stun with the Pulverize, and you get 3 kills. Well, we'll do it right on back to you.
This is how I expected previous fight to go. It's just that they showed now with mech available on IO and also Primal Beast landing his abilities. He did not get stuck on the high ground. This is also a fight without the Razor getting involved. Clockwork was not there. He's trying to farm his level 6. Level 5 only at the moment, but Aonid, he's having a great time. Like the most farm hero in the game by far. Super tanky. Him going in, like, I'm a little worried for their damage output on this Primal Beast until Lifestealer gets to his like 2-3 item timing. I don't even consider Hand of Midas a 1 item because it's just a farming tool for now.
Ooh. I love having, it should be, you know what, now that it has 2 charges.
Is this one of your ideas that how to...
I'll hold on, I'll hold that thought for a second as they get the kill on the DQQ. Dolme will have to run.
Nah, talk about what's important. Give me the ideas.
I was just gonna say, if it's 2 charges now, it shouldn't be called Hand of Midas.
Hand.
It should be Hands of Midas.
Okay.
Because you've got 2 hands.
Yeah, it's I believe Greek lore where like King Midas, whatever he touched turned into gold. Like
with both hands.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was both hands or just one hand.
Sometimes you go silent, and let me tell you, the anxiety that rolls through my brain. Like, is this the last time Lacoste is speaking to me? Like, he just left. Like, he's gone.
I muted you. See you.
I panic.
Gotta build that confidence.
Slowly but surely.
I'm not talking about rank confidence.
Yeah, and I don't have a Midas to really catch back up. This is a nice, hefty stack here. Ooh-wee. Look at that.
I'm not sure who's gonna farm it. That's the problem.
Batrider?
Maybe Batrider has 3 points in Firefly, so that's gonna take a while. But yeah, gotta give him his Blink Dagger time. I don't think he can even farm it, especially if he farms it like this. He wanted to farm the big camp as well, so some damage has been dealt. Meanwhile, on the other side, Iolash farming the triangle. And I'll tell you that, they can do it.
He can come on over and take it himself if they see it, which means they really need to protect that stack. That would be really disappointing if that whole stack goes to a Shrek on the other team.
5k gold lead for Team Disillusion. They're still gonna keep farming Razor going into Manta style. There are different builds on Razor. Like I've seen people doing 2-3 different builds, one with Mask of Madness into like BKB, the one that you love to farm more with the Maelstrom and Mantis style. Because this hero, he farms really fast, because camps are like in the outer rings. You can farm 2 camps at the same time pretty much with the Plasma Field.
Yeah, and he was doing that early. He was stacking for himself and farming those camps. It was pretty efficient. It was quite nice to watch. I'm always a big fan of efficient farming. And stacking. Pulverize, SJ, he's caught. And he's going to be killed off with ease. As he just kind of gets caught. Maybe looking to place down some vision there, but unfortunately, the ward stays in his inventory and he's unable to place it down. So 8-2 and a 5,000 net worth lead. And one of the things we talk about with these Division 2 teams is whether or not they know what to do with a lead like this, because I think that this is a pretty significant advantage with this lineup. And it should be easier to execute after, right?
Yeah, I'd say in this game, they don't look lost at all. I want to see them go to the mid tower and take it, bring like 3 heroes, 4 points in Diabolic Edict. Should be enough. But they're farming, like they're getting the gold advantage. And they're not in a rush, like they have a really good scaling lineup on their side.
Razor. They've got the flame break, they'll hit the lasso. A blood grenade as well as a last word, so the silence is on him, the kill is there, and that's good gold going the way of Holy Grail. Well done to get that pick off, and maybe a little bit surprising that this Razor's kind of so far off on his own.
I assume they're gonna wait for Mantis Talon Razor so that he joins, have something to dispel Searing Chains, Global Silence, some sticky napalm charges. And then they can even go into Roche Pit. There's the big pickup.
Yeah,
they managed to get gone. And as I said, bring numbers, 3 heroes mid, take the tower with Edict, force out the Glyph for now, but should be able to take it.
EQQ is here, but I really don't think they're gonna. Yeah, there's no way they can defend that. He does have that Blink Dagger though now, so maybe they can look for a smoke and a pick off, because they are holding one on this Bat Rider. Would definitely be nice to see, that's for sure.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's pretty much what we expected. Now the Leshrack's just kind of tethered up to this IO permanently, right?
Yeah, we also didn't mention that this combo has been, I would say, nerfed overall. When you do the math, like how you want to play these two together, his shard now gives you slow resistance compared to the previous like spell amplification, which is what Leshrack wants to get from it. But you know, slow resistance, not too bad, since you're playing into Silencer, into Batrider, Lifestealer as well with his insane ability.
They're relocating in. Or, well, Aaron's relocating in, and now with him just being there by himself, he's in a lot of danger. They're gonna go chase and get that second kill.
Oof.
He was top when we last looked, tethered right up to the Leshrack, but I guess Lesh didn't want to come. Or there was a mistake made.
Holy Grail doing a very good job just figuring out where the heroes are or where they can strike, because this type of a move gives you like another good 30 seconds up to a minute of farm. They need to respawn and then start to play more aggressive, because Ionid, he was showing on the mid lane with 0 mana, so they knew that they can take this fight. He was farming his BKB, and let's see, I want to see Team Disillusion take a fight right now, because they're super strong.
They haven't taken that big fight since mid when they got 3, after losing 3 though. So I want to see some of that confidence come out from them. I love the party hats. They seem to be constantly activating them. I'm not sure how long they last.
Ooh, this is a big one. Ionid can find him. Yes, he can. There's Observer Ward.
He's got the blink, but the global is used to stop the pulverize.
Ooh,
the hook shot still
downtown
lands on SJ. I guess that's one they're willing to lose, but Dome thinking about going back in because he's going to have some help here from Gon. So with the double damage, the Sleight of Fist, the Searing Chains, the BKB comes out afterwards, and Aenid, well, he's got a TP, but it looks like he's just baiting for the relocate and the Razor to come in. So now Slight, Searing Chains on the 2, and with this relocate, they don't get anything. The disengage right now from Holy Grail is pretty well played.
2 big abilities used. Global Silence plus Shapeshift. So that's going to be 50 seconds for Shapeshift, 80 seconds for Silencers. Global to come online. I want to see them make a move right now because they don't rely on any cooldown. Like your longest cooldown is pretty much hook shot. And I don't think you care too much about it. Like Clockwork needs to be the one going in, getting the hook shot, locking onto a target, most likely going to die afterwards, but they need Primal Beast to get like pulverize, maybe another round of spells, because without it, they don't have enough control. And then Holy Grail can disengage. Lasso has been finished. Another lasso.
Lasso. And that's going to be the ult popped immediately by the Razor. Do they have the damage? I can't say his name. I wish I could. I just don't have the French for it. But, well, nobody expects the turnaround from the French, and unfortunately, it's just not enough. The Infest to survive on Summer. They get the kill onto the Razor. The onslaught to the backline looking over at SJ. The trample right on top of him to get this kill. Yes. One more right click lands it. Gon falls down to the Leshrac, who comes into the fight with the help of this IO. And a good 2-for-1 from Team Disillusion.
As long as they're playing together, if you have Primal Beast plus Leshrac moving together, I feel like they have guaranteed 2 kills because both of these heroes are super tanky. Kaya Sanj on Leshrac, tethered to Io, who does have Max sitting on 1400 gold for now. So I see Holy Locket in the quick buy, so there's going to be some extra healing coming out. Healing amplification as well.
Very situational item. Don't really see that item too much.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same problem with the item. It's the build-up diadem, because you want to buy it on support. Like, when are you gonna get 1,000 gold as a support? Like, that's the biggest one. Maybe if it was something cheaper, maybe like double crown, I think the build-up would be so much nicer.
Yeah, I could definitely see and agree with that. By the way, Dome taking the Tormentor. That gives a shard over to this Silencer. By the way, no glaives and no stolen int. They catch themselves Clockwork, and the damage will be there from the neutral creep. So, well, Mud Golems have a kill on the board.
Yet gone. Mud Golems.
Dire are scanning.
It's like they want to take the Tormentor. With these 3 heroes, they have the Sustain. They do have enough. Let's see who's going to get the shard. It's going to be Io. So, new shard. Slow resistance, 30%. Not a bad one. The other one who could get it is Jetpack on Clockwork, which is also fine, which could give Clockwork some extra survivability. He goes in with the hook shot, traps him inside the cogs, and then flies out.
Yeah, but these supports are both buying Force Staff. They're about to have one on DQQ, and then Silencer's also close to his.
Also, a very interesting build from Gon. Mage Slayer. Yeah, this has been how Tundra won TI. Mage Slayer plus Raid Pact, Pipe as well. Whenever they played against Leshrac, they tend to buy this item, mostly from the safe lane role, sometimes from the off lane, but trying to itemize. I mean, it's good against Primal Beast, it's good against Razor's magic damage output as well, so it's a good pickup. It's just that you're not gonna scale as much because it doesn't give you as much damage as maybe some other items.
Gon's really playing with fire again. He does have a Remnant back a little bit, but Clockwork's kind of in the vicinity. You get caught a little bit too much, and you might just be found out. Especially if they catch eyes on that Remnant, but he's able to roll on back to it, so he's A-okay. This net worth lead is pretty much staying the same here, and Lifestealer forced to use that Infest. They find themselves the Clockwork, and He uses the hook shot. He eventually dies. Gon kills him. And they start to back away, and a pick off like that, again, if you're able to get in and out reliably without losing anything, you are going to start to chip away at this lead, but it's still pretty significant from Team Disillusion.
Holy Grail, they're killing Clockwork. It's their way to initiate a fight. Primal Beast can be the other guy, but I think they're fine with this. Like killing Clockwork, getting some extra farm as well. Lifestealer also building into Scotty. So that's going to be a way of slowing down. Because you're playing into 2 range heroes, also reducing the healing from Io, from Bloodstone. There's no Spirit Vessel available. Eventually, someone's going to pick up Shiva's Guard as well to deal with that insane healing that Io provides.
Right. Do you think that this net worth lead right now for Team Disillusion is misleading?
Not necessarily. I feel like they just need to group up and find an opening. So far, Holy Grail's been doing a good job, dodging the fights, getting a pick off, and slowing them down. Razor's massive, however. La France, Alutre, he's he is massive. Like look at the amount of farm. This is like old Razor. Back in Dota 1 days, Razor had like all of the chain abilities, like everything hit you with the chain, and it's back. Storm Surge now, like the shard is implemented into his Storm Surge, and also building the Mjolnir, so it's going to be a lot of zaps.
Infest used and a smoke. So they're going to try and make something happen. They've got themselves the Pulverize, but the Global Silence comes in with a lasso. They get a kill immediately onto the Razor. The damage is just too much for him to handle. Aaron's going to fall second. And even with this net worth lead, well, it's looking like Team Disillusion were delusional in taking this fight. And they get found out as they lose 4, and it should be a full team wipe. They've got that whip. They've got the kill. They have the wipe. And they should have an Aegis to follow that up. A full team wipe, and now the game is even.
If I'm Razor in this one, this is where I click on my Dota Plus to see how much damage I received, from which, like, was it magical, who killed me the most, stay away from it. But Lifestealer going ham in the previous fight. They are able to connect onto a target with the lasso, Global Silence, to immediately stop the Pulverize from going off, and then the fight felt completely over. Like the overwhelming amount of physical damage, because all 3 cores are physical. One of the reasons why Razor is building into AC, and we're gonna see that again. Like Pulverize, instant Global Silence, and look at Razor. Completely dismantled, dragged in front of the 3 heroes, and then Io just disappears as well. The fight is already bit lost here, because I feel like they need to get a pick off with, they need to be the one initiating, putting Silencer in a difficult spot to initiate with the hook shot, get on top of him, maybe find him with the Pulverize, because I don't think you can allow yourself to go for a different target, because this Silencer has been causing a lot of issues with the Global.
Yeah, and he's waiting for Pulverize, because it takes away a significant amount of control that the side of Team Disillusion have once that Pulverize is put on cooldown and they're not holding on to anybody with it.
And a bit of a Monka moment incoming. Dolme building into Aghanim Scepter, just 800 gold away. Then you're gonna have Lifestealer that is bitten by a wolf.
What?
What animal is he? I don't know.
Yeah, that was my question. What is Lifestealer? Like, is he a... Like, what is he? Because
gotta read the role.
It's not a human, right?
No, I don't know.
It's Baraka.
Yeah, it's Barack Obama. That's
no,
that's
Baraka.
I don't know. It's Lifestealer is a ghoul from old Warcraft 3.
So half ghoul.
Back in the days, yeah,
wolf,
half ghoul, half wolf, half
man, half bear. Pig. Yeah. I mean, if you can be half of 4 things, that's pretty strong in my eyes. They're going to try and make a jump here with the Infest again. They've got the Force Staff into the Blink and the Infest. And Aaron stands no chance to the summer days ahead of him.
Yeah, this is a hot initiation coming out with the Infest Bomb, Summer, and Batrider paired up together. This Scotty pickup is gonna do some insane things. Like you get on top of Razor. I feel like while you're holding the Aegis, you don't necessarily need to care about static link. You have 4 staffs to break it, get out of the cogs. 4 staffs the best item in this game, pretty much to counter everything.
Flash is in trouble.
Can they catch him?
And they're trying to surround him, but now the reinforcements are starting to come through. Dome's not got a lot left on that shapeshift, but it doesn't matter. Look at this golem with the wolves rip apart the clockwork. The armor doesn't do anything to these heroes, or to these neutral creeps, really, as Aeonid's gonna fall after the Leshrac, and these 3 heroes don't have buyback. And Holy Grail, well, they found the right goblet, and they will sip from it as they continue to extend this net worth, and they've got themselves controlling another one. Razor gonna pop that Manta, but that doesn't look like the rest of the team's gonna be showing up just yet, because Summer is spending his time as, well, no longer a wolf, but he was for a moment.
Yeah, this game feels like very difficult right now for Team Disillusion, because they got the items that they wanted. AC, on Lycan, all 3 cores benefit from it. Some extra right-click damage coming out from Lifestealer, from Ember Spirit, Sleight of Chains. It feels like Holy Grail, they're like, oh, you have a lineup? We're gonna counter it. You have healing? This is where Scotty's gonna come through. You have overwhelming amount of magic damage. We'll get Mage Slayer. You wanna initiate? We'll counter-initiate with the Global Silence.
Yeah, it does feel like the boxes are checked here for Holy Grail.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Kobold Foreman taken by Lycan's Helm of the Overlord creep instead of whatever he has, because he's holding that Grail, right? Kobold Foreman, the best looking creep in the game.
Oh my god. Instead of the ancient granite golem.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Our observer really on point. I don't know, something about this creep. I mean, I know why, because there's this old video, I think I've mentioned that from time to time, where people picked up Helm of the Dominator and you can stack those creeps. So there was a meme game where people had like 50 units and it was Kobold Foreman leading the charge. They had like, I don't know, 15 catapults, and they just ran down the mid lane, killed the tier 3 tower, and then killed the throne immediately after.
Yeah, somebody's gonna need to give us that video again, because I kind of want to take a look at that. Smoke's gonna break, and there's the hook shot, as well as the pulverize. This time it's on SJ, who pops the global after the pulverize, and it looks like he's gonna survive. He's got the Ogre Seal Totem to jump away. They get the kill on a 2. They'll look for more as Aeonid finally gets his hands on SJ, but they end up losing L'Enfer c'est le Trois. And it is just not looking good when 2 wolves are running around you, as Aaron's gonna end up dying again. The buyback symbol doesn't even disappear from his icon. A good 3-man stun with the onslaught and the pulverize to follow it up. Aeonid trying to salvage what's left of this fight, but they just cannot kill this Lifestealer who's half ghoul, half man, half wolf. And the Ogre Seal Totem chase on a DQQ, looking to get this, and will. So they get that kill, and now he's out of mana. Can the chase continue? Dolem gonna try and help this Summer Lifestealer.
Bash?
Oh, 1 bash? No.
Okay. I want to see fight recap, how much damage Lifestealer dealt that one, because he was locking onto target. Casual 12,000 damage dealt by Lifestealer in the previous fight, because it seems like he can do whatever he wants. There's a big item picked up on Leshrac, Nihilism. So that's going to deal well with Lycan, with the Lifestealer as well. Let's see that fight again. So Lifestealer, I mean, it was exactly what I said that they need to do. They need to jump the Silencer before he can get the global off. But there was also, again, another counter initiation with the lasso. In the end, SJ is going to die, but the rest of the team is going to be able to clean up. And I like that Holy Grail's understanding is, we kill Razor. Razor deals a ton of damage, so we need to take him out first. Also, team needs to play around Razor. They need to give him, you know, something, some kind of a buff, some 4 staffs. There's one available in Clockwork. He also might need to be paired up with Io. Might need to have Relocate Mech, Holy Locket used on him.
Yeah, the pairing might need to be there. They're gonna go for this Tormentor. By the way, I've noticed no spirits.
Yeah, this has been, I would say, the build on IO. You don't want to deal damage. You want to be as tanky as possible. Oof.
No hook shot clamping on anything. Do you just ignore spirits altogether, or do you eventually take it?
They didn't ignore.
Far, but...
They didn't ignore Ember Spirit, but other spirits have been ignored.
And in the new treasure, there's a Void Spirit set.
Yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Summer on the high ground with this ancient granite golem.
Radiant's top tower.
Big man smash.
Radiant's top tower.
Dolme just looking to take a chunk out of Summer, make him into a wolf. Blink, lasso, global silence comes in. They're going to have the remnant forward. They get the kill on Aaron, who's going to be dead for 50 seconds. Now they focus their attention on Aenid, who's got the damage to take out DQQ. But now with the nihilism, can this Leshrac go off? SJ looking like he's going to die second. And Summer, even as a wolf, can he survive? He's got the infest. He'll go and try to get out. As he's gone into gone. And they are gone.
This is something that I would say. That's what made me laugh so much. But it was overall a nice save and not a bad fight coming out from Team Disillusion. Like, you see the power of this Leshrac. Big item also coming out from him. Not just Aghanim Scepter, but Hex in 700 gold. So that's going to be their ways of controlling the Ember Spirit. Sure, you need to go through his Lincolns first, Lifestealer as well. But they're still in this game. Like, they definitely didn't lose. Razor just needs to be able to, like, have a slower entry to a fight. Like, he needs to survive the initial burst of damage that they throw at him every single time.
So, Summer about to hit that level 25. Roche about to respawn. Where's,
Dire's top tower is
Alright,
under
Dolme's at 22. And Gon's at 23.
Dire are scanning.
Team Disillusion, they're going to be the first ones in a Roche.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No global for the moment. Oh, well, never mind. It's back off cooldown. Global is available.
Do you even need me? So you can solo do this one.
No, I can't. They're going to go and jump in. They've got the Polarize. They get the kill on the DQQ, but the global silence comes out a little bit late. They get the kill on the Aeonid. He'll buy back. And let's see how quickly he can get back into the fight. The Remnant off to the other side, near towards SJ. Hookshot missing. Heroes don't exactly have a lot of health remaining on the side of Team Disillusion. But not re-engaging just yet is Holy Grail.
Batrider does have buyback available, no TP for 15 seconds, so let's see if he's gonna wait until TP's available. Maybe Fish will come in.
Pulverize. Lash, can he survive? He's got a lot of heal coming in, but Summer's standing his ground for the moment. Now he's been broken. Look at the damage. They get the kill on a Summer. They'll take him out for 99 seconds. He does have buyback. SJ's next. Last word, SJ trying to turn, trying to do something, and, well, he's actually going to use that Ogre Seal Totem to jump away. That Rider is the one who buys back, while on the other side, Dolme is going to die here. They've got the lockdown, and there's the Plasma Field getting the last hit, and they also take out SJ with some help. Down goes DQQ, who just bought back for nothing. And Holy Grail, will they flip their cup upside down because they just spilled the lead everywhere?
Yeah, this is a great fight for Team Disillusion. Leshrac really going ham in the previous fight, and also they split up the fight nicely. They did fight at like two fronts. And Leshrac, he also hits level 25, so Diabolic Explosions talent now available, and this should also be Roche. So Cheese, Aegis available. This time, Lamphor Sellout Trey, he's gonna pick up the Aegis. So that's gonna be,
what was that name?
Like, you need to go 2 times through Razor with the Butterfly available now. Butterfly is a big pickup because Lycan is relying on physical damage, so is Lifestealer, and now you don't have anything to go through that evasion. Also, big part is you break Lifestealer, his 2 abilities are gone. Like, he doesn't do much.
Dire's top tower.
Did someone try to stand his ground and surrounded by everybody, and he just died? He didn't really have much help there, though. Now you like bat bought back, but I don't know if he really needed to. Now the net worth lead is back to even. This graph is kind of crazy.
Yeah, this game is anyone to take. It's just how you're gonna execute. We're getting closer to some level 25s. Lifesteal got level 25 from the previous fight. So Feast, Lifesteal, and Damage. Usually you would take the other one, but ever since we changed the Magic immunity to debuff immunity, Rage duration is not as good. DQQ. We'll get the Shard from Tormentor. And also speaking of level 25s, we mentioned Leshrac. Razor's getting close to his. Primal Beast relatively far away from it.
So they'll try to go in onto the Razor, but again, you got to remember that he's got the Aegis. Now they've got the Lotus Orb. It's onto this Razor. They go to the Global Silence. They have the damage to get these kills. They've gone sold out for a moment, but Dome is going to come back in with DQQ, and the Infest popping. Summer, he's a wolf. He's got the BKB. They're going to kill into Dome. They don't have Aaron to get the heal back up, and they're going to take the first life out of the hands of the Razor. The Remnant back over to the other side, but look at this Leshrac keeping everybody back. They go to the buyback. Aaron's going to be back into the fight. They get the kill into SJ, and they're going to have to TP out of this one. DQQ doesn't actually have a TP, but he does have a blink, and he's going to try and run the other direction. That's the boots of Bearing, and
Radiant are scanning.
Bearing any lag out, he should be fine.
DQQ, he wants to creep skip, try to delay as much as possible. But seems like Team Disillusion, they're winning these fights. Like Razor standing his ground with Mjolnir on. They don't have a nullifier available, so they can't remove that either. Okay, there's one available and like, never mind, I lied.
Radiant are scanning.
But he was there the full duration. That's why I said it.
Okay.
Because it procced so many times.
Man. What item do you're going Gleipnir on Gon, but he's so far from it. MKB is the right idea for a Lifestealer, but I don't know if he'll ever get there.
He sold his Hand of Midas, so that's gonna take a while. He needs like one, two good fights. I mean, he can sell his armlet or wait until he finds a better tier 4 neutral item. Maybe something with the move speed, some ninja gear, and then you can sell your phase boots. But I feel like you need phase boots. I think this armlet needs to be swapped out.
Edge sword is picked up for the Ember. Ooh, what's he gonna pick? Lifestealer got his tier 4, and it will be Mindbreaker. You like that? Obviously, we can't tell the other choices he had, but
obviously the best choice he had from his point of view. Yeah, no, Mindbreaker is definitely super strong because it's a
Blink Pulverize on the SJ, and with no silencer and no buyback, that means no global. That's a big point of contention now. Could be kind of rough. They're gonna go. They want to get Aaron. They know he bought back. So with no IO, if they're able to get this kill, it kind of evens the playing field a little bit. Meaning that Team Disillusion can't really be the ones who pressure anymore. But first Tora is over mid, and they're gonna try and chase this. BKB. They have Lasso available. They don't at the moment, but they're going to jump on him anyway. They go to the hook shot. That's going to land on the Batrider. Even without the IO, they're going to try and make this fight happen. The Nihilism, they're looking for the onslaught. The turn is not going to be there. He gets the blink away. So he's able to get the Force Staff to go into the high ground. Then he's able to get the blink. So he gets the escape for now. But there is this small thing called Firefly that's leading them right to him. They won't be able to get there in time.
Yeah, I wish you could turn off the Firefly, so they don't see where you're going. Stopped it. I mean, we have a lot of these abilities that you can stop now. Like this is something that has been added in the previous patch, like Grimstroke, yeah, Darkseer, you know, his shard as well. So stuff like that. Maybe that's a thing, but also that would make him super strong.
What if you could just turn off the Firefly early?
It's like, yeah, you don't know where you're going.
Yeah, but how many times are you going to accidentally activate and deactivate Firefly and it's on a 34-second cooldown?
I think it needs to be like when you want to leave the game. When we added, are you sure you want to leave the game? Wait for 5 seconds.
Ain't it? Onslaught. Oh, on the Infest pop. And he's got Trickster Cloak, so he's invis. They've got Aaron back up in 12. It's time for Holy Grail to retreat. I don't know if they're going to have that opportunity to. They go to the global silence. There's the 4 staff once again. The Bat Rider's able to survive, but Razor coming the other way. Maybe looking to chase these heroes because they've got Onslaught to cut the distance down. And Aonid, he's also got that axe, so he activates that uproar, but they can't catch any of these heroes. And so Holy Grail are able to lead. Very close. Everybody's on the edge of losing.
Pretty much we're, again, up to 6k gold lead for Team Disillusion. This has been the story of the game so far. They had 6k gold lead for the first, like, 20 minutes of the game. Then it favored the Holy Grail, almost said Holy Chalice. And now it's back on their side for the 3rd time. 6k gold lead, 7k gold lead. Roshan potentially respawning in a minute.
And Holy Chalice, that would have been a great name.
Yeah, I want Chalice to join Holy Grail.
Ooh. Now you're speaking my language. Ideas that make sense to you and maybe one other person. Summer there. He doesn't have this MKB yet.
Saving for buyback for now.
Yeah. Yep. Razor. Sleight of fist. They've got the lasso. The hook shot comes in, but it's not going to be in time. They got to the global silence. They pop the BKB, but they end up losing 3. Godlike here for Gone. And, well, Leshrac going to try and salvage it all. He's got some help coming through from the Primal Beast. The chase down is onto SJ. They hit the Pulverize. It's going to be on a Dolme. And now Summer trying to right-click down the Leshrac, who's got the Lotus Orb on him, but it's not going to matter. They get the kill there, and now they're going to look over at Aonid to get the full team wipe. And they will get all 5 heroes. Holy Grail looking pretty good in that one. Looking like Pokemon number 103 because they know how to Executor.
How many times can they come back into this game? This is the 2nd time, but they're using the buybacks immediately.
Yeah,
Razor,
you need to, but they don't have buyback on Primal or Leshrac.
Leshrac, he needs 350. There's 1 Bounty Rune available on the map, so that means he's going to be dead for a full minute. They don't know that. They probably think he does have it because it's a big mistake not to have it. So they're going to be playing against Megas. Like, they might even be able to close out the game. 50 seconds. These towers, they melt. Deso, AC, all the physical damage, right-click.
Satanic for the Razor. There's the buyback from Aonid. To get that one buyback out, so now they'll start to retreat a little bit, maybe thinking that Leshrac has buyback. And unbeknownst to them, he didn't.
Roshan long respawned. It spawned during that fight, so now 1 minute and 30 seconds. They're gonna go and check if it's available, but yeah, now you're playing against Mega Creeps. Sure, you have Leshrac, you have Razor. These 2 heroes deal well with the Megas, but all it takes is 1 fight. You lose 1 fight, the game is over because you just committed with the 3 buybacks.
You have to fight Roche, right? Like, or do you just try to fight high ground?
No, you gotta fight Roche. This is 3rd Roche we're talking about, so refresher available for Batrider, most likely.
Or maybe even Silencer. Double global action. Always feels pretty good. Got the Tormentor. They'll get the Shard on that Leshrac.
Leshrac is maxed out. Like, he can't buy anything else. Needs 250 gold for his buyback. Overwhelming Blink, Ags, Ethan, Shard as well. Bots too. Like, this hero deals insane amount of damage in a fight. Plus also having Stormcrafter, which is mana regen, move speed, exactly what the hero needs. And also more lightning because why not? If he wanted to go all in on Lightning, could have taken the new 25 talent, where Pool Snow triggers Lightning Storm.
Yeah. I mean, he's 28 now. He might even just get it before this game ends. We'll see how quickly he can get that kind of experience, though. By the way, I don't want to alarm you, but 49 minutes into the game, and we finally have some spirits.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 6K gold lead for the other team.
No, that's happened 4 or 5 times for both teams. Okay, twice. The math isn't quite there. Earlier I said I took 8 years of French in high school. I meant 8 years of French through high school. But I've been thinking about that the entire time.
And now it was the perfect time to say it. Like when
The
they
math
got,
mistakes.
I'll wait until they get megas.
I'll wait until they get megas. Math mistakes have been made, and the anxiety makes me sweat. 8K net worth lead, and ooh, looking for a jump. But blinks him out of the high ground into a pulverize. Gonna pop that infest, and now they've got the global silence to land the lasso. It's on the primal beast, but he's able to survive. Now the turnaround is coming. The uproar has been popped. The hook shot blocked by Aaron. The onslaught goes in, but doesn't land on anybody. DQQ is able to blink away, and the disengage from Holy Grail has been pretty much perfect, except for SJ. The creeps are pushing into the base. They go into the global silence once again. They've gotten themselves this hex onto SJ, but they don't have the damage to get the kill. These creeps are overwhelming as Dolme, he's in on the base. So they fight and they fight and they fight, but these creeps are coming in. They look over as this Leshrack's trying to do the damage onto the wolf. That is this Lifestealer. They get the kill on SJ finally. Now they're going to look to get another one in DQQ, but he's into the crystals and into his grave. 2 kills there for the Leshrack. They're holding onto the base, but only barely as one of the tier 4s has dropped. They look over at Gon, and they're going to get you, Gon, if you're not too careful. So he'll remnant away, but the chase is on for the Leshrack, who doesn't have a lot of mana remaining. The Sleight of Fist Searing Chains to lock him down, but here comes the Razor as well as the IO. They land the stun, they've got the kill, they'll take it a third. They all have buyback, and they have held onto the base, thanks to Aeonid TPing back over.
I feel like this is going to be the name of the game. Holy Grail will try to go for the backdoor play, go for some rat play, because they already used the glyph, so they're not going to have that for a really long time now. On cooldown for 4 minutes. So I think they have enough to just go in and right-click the Ancient down and kill it. Global silence, lasso someone, and focus the throne with the rest.
And we'll see if it comes to fruition, as they're not going to be able to force any of the buybacks out of these heroes. So SJ's just going to buy out on that Lotus Orb. He doesn't care to have his own buyback.
Yeah, what can you do with Lesh? He's level 30, fully jacked.
Has that Pulse Nova triggers Lightning Storm now. And has the Diabolic Edict explosion. See, the damage he's going to do is insane. Arcane Rune. This,
They're running down the
all
mid
right,
lane.
here we go. Summer, oh, the Lotus reflecting, and the hook shot misses a stationary target, though. They really needed that to land to go into the backlines now. Well, they're gonna bite Summer, but Summer's only got half his HP pool left. Going into this is going to be a little bit dangerous, but they go to the lasso. It's going to be on Aaron. They're going to try and get the kill here onto the IO, but the sun's going to come through. It's going to land on SJ, but it won't be a hit on a Summer, who's got that BKB. The stun through again, landing on SJ with that shard. Summer's in trouble, and they will get the Aegis out of his hands, and they're pushing this Lycan out of their base. So he's not committing just yet, as they look over at the Razor, who pops the Manta but ends up losing his life. He's dead for 2 minutes, so the hold is actually happening here for Holy Grail, as they'll take out the Clockwork, look over at Aeonid, and this is going to be a Primal Beast, most likely dead as well. Pops the Uproar, Lotus Orb or not, they're still going to kill ya, and the only one alive now is still that Leshrack.
Yeah, this is... you know what it's coming because you don't have Glyph available. You're playing against Lycan, who does have AC, has Summon Wolves, so eventually lanes are going to get pushed in. He has something to TP to with Boots of Travel. And forcing out Leshrac, I'm not sure if Leshrac needs to be the one who TPs back, but they already kidnapped one guy, killed Io, and yeah, this game is done. So they have nothing left. Is it
Can he hold?
Army? They can focus.
All right, maybe they can just focus the throne. That's what they're gonna do. Lestrac's gonna try and do all the damage he can, but there's nothing there for him. And the stuns will land, but it doesn't matter. And GG is called, as it will be Holy Grail who take game number 1, 54 minutes in.